What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rice and Slice Golf Show podcast. My name is Theo. Gentleman next to me is Chenji, and welcome back to episode 38.
Yes, 38.
In the intro, I was quickly, I was like on YouTube trying to see what episode we're on, and yes, episode 38. Welcome back, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow. I don't know. You can follow people on Spotify or like Apple Music. I'm not sure. I'm sure you can follow people. Just follow the podcast, guys. Like us on Instagram and on TikTok. That would really mean a lot to us. But yeah, welcome back to another quiet episode. But we've got some bits to talk about, but nothing major's happened in the world of golf. I should probably address the elephant in the room. I'm dressed like, I don't know, like a hoodlum. What do you call it? An ultra.
What's an ultra?
What's an ultra? It's like a fanatic football fan. Like a like an ultra.
I mean, you are a fanatic football fan.
Well, I'm thinking about stop following football because it's just causing me stress and misery.
I mean, for the regular listeners out there, we all know that Theo is a Spurs fan.
I am.
Unfortunately.
I'm not having a good week.
For you,
I'm not having a good week.
And funny enough, venturing to golf, I was actually in Moore Park.
Yeah.
Playing around a golf. I was having some lunch.
Yeah.
And I looked up the screen. It was they were showing football. It was Newcastle against Spurs. And I literally as I was finishing devouring my roast potatoes, I was like, and it was 30 minutes into the game, and I looked at the screen and I almost choked myself on the potato because it was 5-0.
Yeah, I was at a kid's birthday party, and they and one of the some random guy was like, "Oh, it's Newcastle are winning 5-0." And I was like, "Shut up, man." It's it's literally 3:15. They're not. They've started at 3. They're not. Stop lying. It's not April Fool's. Stop lying. And then he's like, no, look. And he shows me the app. Is like they're losing 5-0. And I was like, oh my god. And the worst part is I'm surrounded by Arsenal fans.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like,
it's okay.
Oh.
They're gonna finish second.
Just a quick one. What was the score today against Man City? Do you actually know?
No, I didn't.
Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. We're a golf podcast. But I
literally. It doesn't matter. We're a golf podcast. That should be the title of our.
It doesn't matter.
This episode.
Yeah, I like it. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We're a golf podcast.
I like it.
That's a good name.
Yeah, but I was out playing. What do you call it? I was out playing paddle today. I literally just finished. It's currently 11:15 p.m. in the UK. And this is how dedicated we are. We're recording the podcast at 11:15 at night. I've been away for most of the weekend. I've played golf on Sunday. And then Sunday evening to Monday and today, I was running around like a headless chicken. I had bits to do, family things to do. And today I went and played golf. I finished golf. I came home. I literally had a 15-minute power nap. I went and played paddle. And here we are. We're doing the podcast. So thanks for listening, guys. We've got some bits to talk about. Do you want to tell us your playing interview? Or do you want me to kick it off with a silly purchase of the week?
Oh, let's kick it off with a silly purchase of the week.
Silly purchases of the week. Silly purchases of the week.
So for whoever doesn't know what silly purchase of the week is, it's a little segment that we do. And basically any silly purchases that we make or you make, golf related, non-golf related, we don't really care. This is the little like a segment that we just kind of vent and just show the silly, stupid things that we bought. We've had some bangers on the show, but I'm pretty sure, Chenji, what's the word? I might have, this might be the cherry on top of silly purchase of the week.
Ooh, this might beat them all. This might be the silliest of them all.
It's something very golf related. And it's something that I genuinely don't need, but once you see it, you are going to want it.
Oh, is this peak golf?
Yes.
Douchebaggery?
Yes. You put it perfectly. You couldn't have worded that any better. So
peak golf douchebaggery.
What do you think is the most?
Go on then.
I'm never gonna get.
Well, Wait. Okay, let's try to guess this. What's it about?
It's about golf, Chenji. What kind of question is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. I know. Of course, it's about golf, but like, what kind of utility does it have? No, nothing. No utility.
No. It has a very, very important utility, but I don't need this because I already have 3 of these. But I saw it and I was like, there's no way I'm going to let this deal pass me by. And if I told you...
Is it big or is it small?
Depends on who you ask, mate. Depends on...
Depends on who you ask.
It's pretty... I don't know. It's big. I don't know, whatever. But what I'm going to say is it's very justified because once I tell you how much I paid for this, it's either really good news or really bad news.
Okay.
So I'm going to get into it. I have bought myself a Scotty Cameron putter.
Oh yeah! Finally,
Right.
There we go.
So this is a Scotty Cameron putter. For whoever's not listening, for who is listening and not watching, I bought a Scotty Cameron putter. But it's not just any Scotty Cameron putter. It's not like a limited edition. It's not. No. Stop that face. It's not a limited edition. It's not like a expensive like one of those $3,000 putters. It's not one of them. The reason why I got this is because looks-wise, it looks... I've never seen a putter look so good, right? And I thought, there's no way. And the price was just too good to pass up. So either this
was it
putter...
was it brand new?
No. So this is a custom Scotty Cameron putter.
No way.
This is the sexiest, nicest putter I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, I can see the black shaft.
No, it's not. It's a silver shaft. The only thing that would make this a 10 out of 10 is if the shaft was black. Like my Answer, my PLD that I use now. If everything else, if the shaft was black, it's like silver. I think this is steel. I don't think this is graphite. It would be 10 out of 10. It would be unbelievable. The head cover is it's quite worn out. It's not the best of Scotty Cameron head covers, but it's fine. It's what lies underneath the head cover. Actually, I should have got the name of this putter, but I don't know it. Velcro, which
I can see it. They're all Velcro.
Are they? They're not magnetic.
No, all the Scotty Cameron putter covers, head covers are Velcro, so that you can lose them and then pay a fortune to buy a new one.
Makes sense. Yeah. I was looking at Scotty Cameron, what do you call it? Covers, mate. They're like 150, 200 pounds. Just
exactly.
For the cover.
Now you know why they're made of Velcros. Seriously.
Makes sense.
Like
It's
I've
silly.
lost so many of them.
So-
Anyway,
so
go on, open it up.
This is my first ever Scotty Cameron. It's definitely not going to be my last. And this is the putter that I just want to hang in my room. I don't even want to play with this putter.
Ooh.
So this is it.
Let's go. It's
an all blacked out. You can't see it.
Oh yeah.
With orange.
It's the
Newport 1.5, right?
Ooh.
So
Brilliant.
I was just showing Chenji there. So I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to let it. There you go. Look at that, man. It's matte black with like orange. Look, I think it's a Newport 1.5. Hold on. Right? Look
Show
at
me
that.
which.
That is
I think
so,
I might even know which
beautiful.
year it is.
How? What do you want to see?
Show me the bottom.
So it's Scotty Cameron Select Squareback 1.5.
1 second. I think. Oh, this is the 2016 model.
Is it? I have no idea what model it is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure the paintwork is custom. I think. Like, did they make it matte black?
No, they didn't. They've never made one matte black.
So
no,
the black on it is perfect. The orange on it is perfect, but on the back, like the 3 big dots on the back, like if you look very closely, you can tell that they were like painted on by a paintbrush. But the paint is perfect. Everything is perfect on it. It looks beautiful. And I saw this because I'm always on eBay, like just scrolling through eBay trying to see it. Let's look at. I don't know. It's not
How
a hobby.
much?
How much would you pay for this? With the Scotty Cameron, like orange, like beautiful brand new grip.
Brand new.
It's
Okay,
beautiful.
at the very top end, I would pay £300 for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my thing was because I was looking on eBay, and like every Scotty Cameron putter was not cheap. They were very expensive.
True. To be fair, it is a good condition.
It's very good, right?
But I'm just a lowballer. I just lowball every good deal.
Okay, no, that's fine, right? Okay, I accept your offer. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna pass this up, so I bought it. But in my mind, this is almost too good to be true. Because he was like such good condition and he looked so nice and pristine. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like comparing to the other Scotty Cameron putters, I was like, I wonder if this Scotty Cameron's a fake Scotty Cameron. But after you saying 300, then I'm quite confident that this is the real deal. So I paid £260 for it.
Oh, good.
That's not bad, right?
That's a good price. That's a good price.
It's not gonna be fake, is it? Do you think it's fake?
There's always a chance that it's a fake Scotty Cameron. But from what I've seen on the back, it looks quite alright. It depends on the feel. Too. Now here's the thing as well, Theo, which is actually really good that you mentioned it.
Okay.
I have bought a fake Scotty Cameron putter before.
No.
Not like on purpose.
No way.
Because it was priced. It was like a good price, but it was just good enough that I thought that it's obviously like probably going to be like a real one, and basically I've went to driven 20 miles to go pick it up somewhere. I think in Nottinghamshire, and took it, and something just didn't feel right. But I didn't say. I mean, I wasn't like a serious aficionado of Scotty Cameron.
Right.
I had like one Scotty Cameron putter before, so one of those old ones from 2009. I think it was called it's the X5.
Okay.
But I really wanted to have one of these Newports, right? So, and I went home and I was like, okay, let's start to do some digging, because something about it just feels off. It's like, we know our clubs, right? You know the feel. Hold on.
So you bought this, you went and got this. How much did you pay for it?
£140.
Okay.
So again, not like cheap as in like £50, £60, which are obviously fake. Yeah, but and the condition was all right. So it wasn't like the best condition. So I thought it's actually like, just attractively priced for what it is. And anyway, so I go home, I get on the website, I look at all the pictures, I look at all the years, and that's why I can see I can see the back, and I know which year's model it is because I've done a lot of research on this, right?
Okay.
And basically like read through a bunch of forums. And now I can confidently say that was a fake putter. Now, the lucky thing is I actually told the guy, we had a great chat actually while we did the sale. And he was super apologetic. He didn't even know it was a fake one.
No.
He got sold it, some time ago for like, 250 quid or something, like brand new. And so basically like, he gave me my money back and I gave him the putter. So
fair enough.
Wow.
That's mad. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm sure there's a lot of fakes going around, especially Scotty Camerons or, drivers. I heard there's like fakes going around, but I wouldn't know where to start to try and find a fake. Does that make sense? Like, I wouldn't know where to look to find a fake. Like, if one landed on me, then
AliExpress. I'm sure there's like,
do you reckon?
Loads of fake ones. Yeah. I've seen them as well.
No way. Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but to be very honest with you, Theo, if you don't think it's fake by touching it, feeling it,
I genuinely don't think it's fake. It looks really nice.
Yeah. If it feels solid,
it does.
If the head feels solid,
yeah.
And just show me the face again in terms of where it says Scotty right in the bottom.
It does, mate. It's such a beautiful
on the club face.
It doesn't say Scotty in the club face.
Or does this have any? Oh, sorry. Okay, that's the 3 dots. Nice.
It looks. I promise you, it looks a lot better in person than what it does on the camera.
No, it looks. Yeah, no, I think it. Yeah, you've got the real deal, man.
What I'm gonna do, just to be safe. I mean, even if it's fake, I really don't give. I was gonna swear. I really don't care.
No, I was like, I'm gonna. The guy over.
Why are you? I stopped myself from swearing to save myself another job, and you just swore like 4 times.
I'm sorry. Oh gosh.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I need to make a reminder. 15 minutes in, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this to my local pro shop, and I'm just gonna ask. Hopefully, he knows. But like I said, I really don't care if it is a fake. I'd rather it's real.
No, but
it looks so nice, man.
Peak, mate. We can finally putt with each other. I can't believe how many putters do you have now, man.
Okay.
You've got like a lovely PLD putter,
which is in the bag, by the way. That's in the bag.
What happened to the arm lock putter?
I've put it. I'm giving it a rest for a few weeks. So
Mark is going to be very disappointed.
No. He won't be because I've spoken to him. He won't be. We've had chats.
It's like
no.
Before you take it out of the bag, it's like, Mark, can I please have your blessing?
Yeah. I need your approval, please, Mark. No. So for the past few weeks, for the past maybe 2-3 weeks, I've taken the arm lock out and I've put my PLD in, dude. that putter is genuinely one of the nicest putters I've ever seen in my life. And the best part is, not only is it nice to me, whoever looks at my PLD putter is like all blacked out, matte black. It's beautiful. Everybody looks
beautiful,
mate. Everybody looks at it and is like, "What is that?" Like, I've never seen a putter. Like, is that what is that? It's such a beautiful putter. I'm so happy that I got it when I got it. That's another putter that I almost don't want to play with, and I want to have like a stand on the wall. And I want to have that putter. I want to have the Scotty Cameron, and maybe like, my what do you call it? What we bought from Scotland. The old club, the old 3-wood that I bought.
Oh, that hickory putter,
Yeah.
the hickory club.
Yeah, so I got my hickory club. So I just want to just have it on display. So this, I went and played golf today, and I purposely left it in the bag in the car. Because I didn't want to play with it, and I don't think I will play with it. I think I'm just going to leave it as like a show. Well, I don't know, showpiece. Is that a word? Or like it's just such.
You need to get one of those. You need to get one of those like putter stands.
I know, mate, but I don't have the space right now. But that's definitely a plan for the future. But
yeah, I've got 2 Scotty Camerons, and I still putt. I can't putt for beep.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Chenji. Thank you for thinking of me.
I can't putt any of them, but it just looks great, man.
It does.
Like,
they're beautiful.
I've got the, but it doesn't. I mean, so like my other Scotty Cameron is like a 2012 Newport, and it's all blacked out.
Yeah.
But not the shaft, so it doesn't remotely look as good as your PLD putter, which is just absolutely everything. Just seems to look better when it's been black.
Yeah, man. Like matte black is just so nice.
And speaking of which, did you see the new TaylorMade irons, which you rank outside the top 3? And
believe me, I remember. I'm still getting messages.
Yeah, they've released the blacked out version of that, of the P790s, and they look really sick.
I'm looking at them now. The P790, I would give you this: the TaylorMade P770 and the P790 is possibly the nicest looking irons I've ever seen in my life.
Is this going to be another one of those videos where like
no. I think everybody can agree that the P770 and the P790 are just beautiful looking irons. I think that's the thing that everybody could agree on this. Okay, let's just put it out there.
This reminds me of like with my colleague James. Shout out to James. He listens to our podcast.
Hi James.
And on his way to work, and brilliant. He's a golfer as well, and he was like, so I listened to to obviously when we talked about ranking the top 3 golf brands.
Oh no.
And then and he was like, Theo, it doesn't make any sense. First of all, he ranks TaylorMade as outside of the top 3, but he says out of all the drivers that he used, the TaylorMade Cell 2 was like the best one that he's used, right? And then ranks Titleist as number 1, has never even used a Titleist club himself.
I would love to sit down with what's his name, James. James, I would love to sit down with you, have a drink with you, and I will thoroughly go through my thoughts about Titleist and TaylorMade. And it's not just clubs that I've hit; it's what they mean to golf and the marketing and all. It's everything. It's everything around it, right? Because clubs that I've hit, I'm going to put Ping number 1 because that's the only clubs that I've ever used. So does that make sense? So that's not a fair comparison. Like I'm not going around trying every single iron and every single driver, and I don't think I want to. Like I'm not going to lie, I don't think I want to try everything out there. I'd rather just kind of this is my irons. This is what I want. When it's time to upgrade, I'll go try out some irons. But yeah, James, I would love to sit down with you and explain to you my thought process. And I bet you by the end, you will agree that TaylorMade is not top 3. Anyway,
and then speaking of which, though, TaylorMade irons, the P770,
listen, I'm talking.
I'm
not talking like mate. You're putting words in my mouth. The stealth. Okay. I will tell you. I will say. I was hot take. The stealth and stealth 2 irons are the worst clubs I've ever seen in my life. Is that? I don't know. They look disgusting. They look like a package set irons that you'd get like
mate,
for $9.99.
They are package sets. They don't look good. But so I mean, look at like I don't know.
They look cheap. They don't look well done. They didn't look. It's just not. You go from like such a beautiful P770. Look, I'm looking at it now. It's such a nice looking club, and obviously so it works because a lot of people used it, but they just went like very gimmicky. Anyway, we're not here to slag off TaylorMade. We've done enough of that already. And TaylorMade, if you want to sponsor us, I promise you we're very cheap and I will easily change my mind on you. I will put you on top of that list, TaylorMade. I will put you, and I don't even want to meet, I don't even want to do an interview with Tiger Woods. I just give me like Fairway Jesus and I'm happy. And I'll take Tommy Fleetwood.
Ooh, we'll take Fairway Jesus.
Yeah, I'll take Fairway Jesus any day of the week. But yeah, that's just my opinion. We can't. I can get in a rant, but I don't want to. I'm going to stop right there.
It's okay. Hot take.
I want to know about your playing interview that you had over the weekend.
To be honest, I mean, it was just like a normal interview. Like, don't screw up, Chenji. Repair your divots.
I have some questions. How many was it? Like a 2-ball, 3-ball, 4-ball?
It was a 3-ball. So it was actually like one of the members and then 2 new people who are wanting to join.
Oh no way! So it was you and another guy that were new, shall we say, and then a member. Was the member like in the? Was it just a random member? Was he like part of the committee or like the captain or I don't know, the vice chairman?
So, like, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to kind of
Hold on. Sorry, before we get into this, Chenji is he's trying to be a member at Moore Park down in London, and he's applied. He's filled out all his paperwork and everything, but to be able to become to get approved, he had to go for a playing interview, which is the first time I've heard of this. Obviously, it happens. A lot more things happen. And this was this past Sunday. So just a bit of context, basically, because we kind of dove into it. But yeah, please, Chenji, carry on.
Yeah. Well, it's just to be fair, it was actually very chill, and ended up the member who we played with ended up being the person who's interviewed me in my actual non-playing interview, at the clubhouse.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Old boy,
about
young boy?
All of that. Not very old, middle, recently retired, 50s, 60s probably, yeah. Okay. So decent golfer. It was raining outside. Had a good time, and just told myself, Chenji, repair the divots. If you see any what's it called, those little ball marks on the green, just fix them. Yeah. Just fix them, good. Chenji. That's good. You were extra careful. Absolutely. There we go.
Did you try and impress him, or did you try and make small talk?
No, not at all. Just yeah.
What did you just stay out of my way? I just want to get this round over and done with. And that's it.
I just want to get this run over. It was raining. It was chucking it down.
No way.
All we want to do is finish it up. And actually, funny enough, the member proposed that we finish the round after 13th. I'm like, can't complain. Let's go back.
Oh, wicked.
Had a Sunday roast actually afterwards.
Okay, and, this is the big one. How was the Sunday roast?
It wasn't as good as the one that we're accustomed to. I know.
Okay.
I know.
We'll deal with it. We'll have words. How is the clubhouse? Is the clubhouse does the clubhouse make up for the bad Sunday lunch?
Absolutely does, mate.
I can't wait to see this clubhouse. Have they got in touch with you yet?
It's actually crazy. No, not yet. Actually, funny enough. So maybe I didn't pass my interview. So
well, I hope they'll let you know. If you don't get into Moore Park, mate, I will be so surprised.
No, I think it'll be fun. I think we're just.
I think so.
Just waiting for some process.
It'll
be fun. I've got no worries.
Did you have Sunday lunch with that member, or did you have it by yourself, or with the other member?
No, just had it by myself.
Okay, it's all right. Don't worry, mate.
Yeah,
you'll make friends.
Just got really young, but it was just a nice place to hang out for a day, man.
I bet it is.
Seriously, and did I tell you they've got the poshest looking shoe washers that I've ever seen in my life. Normally
I'm sure you've mentioned this. Go on.
So normally so you got your most golf courses will have a compressed air machine, right, where you just squeeze out all those little dirt and mud from your golf shoes after you finish your round, right?
Yeah. Some work, some are great, some are really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but ultimately they're basically basically just like an air gun. Right.
Yeah.
Now the one they have in Moore Park, and I've been to some decent, good golf clubs, right? And they still all just have these kind of compressed air guns. Now what they have here is a proper jet wash. So basically, I know. So it's basically it's still looking like a little gun, right? but instead of
Yeah.
having like a really long nozzle, right, whereby you just spray the mud,
Yeah.
it's basically got like a little brush, and then inside there's like a hole that jets out, like, you know, those, like, you go to a car wash and people like
Yeah.
they spray out that those
Yeah.
water, right? Basically, it's that. It's
Wait, so
basically
you-
like a jet wash. It's a proper jet wash, and it's not that wet as well. So you basically, like, you know, you just
And like a
completely
dribble of
my
water.
shoes have. Yeah, like a drizzle of water, but it's like with like highly pressurized, right? So
Oh,
basically, my
Chenji,
shoes,
man.
my winter shoes has never looked as clean as ever before. My trolleys, after like a very muddy round, has never looked as clean, even in the summer, because I was just like cleaning the heck out of it, just
Chenji,
giving it a
man.
brush. It was like jetting it. Oh my goodness, that's
You're
just a good
you're gonna
feeling,
get
man.
so comfortable of like this nice luxury things that you have, and then you're gonna go to like a like just an average normal members golf course, and you're gonna be like, what is this? What is this peasantry?
I can't wait. I can't wait for you to come over and play. Like,
genuinely
not
can't
even like
wait.
just the course. Like, dude, and so the best part was obviously like they've got 2 courses, and both courses have like a halfway house, and in the halfway house they've got like a proper griddle, right? You know, sausage, you know. Oh man, properly plated. You've got booze. It was like a holiday. It was literally exactly It actually reminded me of Secret Valley. Remember? On
Yeah.
the
I'm
halfway
with you.
house in Cyprus, we had like a sausage. We had like a sausage burger, and they had a beer, right? So basically, like this time around, we had a sausage bab, and I ordered I had a Fanta because you
weren't quite on holiday.
Yeah, it wasn't quite a
Wow.
holiday. It was like raining.
wicked.
it out
I mean,
there,
I
10
genuinely
degrees,
can't
but
wait.
I
I
can't
can't
wait for you to come. It's like a proper day out as well. You know, it actually feels like a golf holiday there. Seriously, like
I can't wait.
You know, brilliant.
I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to that. How did you play? Like on the 13 holes that you played, was it how was it?
Actually quite decent. I started off on like, I don't know, like 9 bogeys or something.
Mate,
Like
I would
9
take
straight bogeys, which for my handicap is like 9 straight
I would
pars,
take
right? So
I would take a bogey right now. I would take a bogey. Oh, mate, I'm having a nightmare.
mate,
I
what's happened
almost-
to you? Because all I've been hearing,
Okay, yeah.
hearing is your
Mate.
straight 300-yard drives.
Today is the closest I've ever come in my golf career, golf playing time, that I've come to like snapping a club. It's over the winter I've played the best golf of my life. And I don't know why, I don't know how, you know, it's not because I was closer to the hole because of the forward tees. I was just hitting it pure. I was hitting it high and long, and it was nice, you know. And the conditions were terrible, but I was playing half decent, and my scores were half decent. Dude, do you know what I shot today?
100.
106. Dude,
Like the good old days.
but dude, and it's been like this for the past 4 or 5 weeks. It's just
No way.
Yeah,
Dude, all I've been hearing is like,
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
been playing some good golf.
So I was walking down the 17th fairway with Stel today, and I was looking at him,
Yeah.
and he was looking at me, and we both had a nightmare today. And I said to
Where'd you
him,
guys play?
Kibworth, at his local
Okay.
course, and I said to him, if we put, I'm on my England Golf app, I'm down as a 16 handicap, which was accurate at the time. If I put my last 4 rounds, if I was marking a card, I put my last 4 rounds in, I would easily be a 25 to 27 handicapper. That's how bad the rounds have been. I've played at Kibworth today, I shot 106. I played at Woburn last week, I shot 1,000,000. But granted, it was after a 5-hour lesson, and I was very tired. Okay, we'll pass that. Week before, Mikulova, crap. Just not good golf. And the worst part is, the weather, the past 4 times that I've played has been perfect. And I just can't get into grip with it. My driving is actually the best part of my game. My driving is okay. I don't know, man. I just can't seem to. I'm like chunking balls out of nowhere. I don't know, man. I need to figure it out quickly because the weather's changing. And
What's the big? Do you reckon like your short game is the biggest problem?
No.
After you Dan Graves lesson.
okay, so before the lesson, I would say I was very confident with my short game. Now that I've had the lesson.
Speaking of which, go check out his latest video, and you can see Theo and stuff practicing.
You
and
can see us in the background,
behind.
literally messing around. We're not even paying attention. We're just literally, oh, who can get it nearest to that pin? And then, oh, who can get it nearest to that pin? We're literally messing around.
I was looking at you, both of you. I'm just like, literally, like, these guys are not there for a lesson. Those guys are there for some banter.
we get so competitive when we work together. It's just impossible to kind of focus. No, so today.
Anyway, go on.
So today and last week when I was at Woburn, anything between like 50 yards and in, I was doing everything that I've learned with Dan Greaves. What he's taught me is 100% correct. Me executing it. I'm still getting into grips with it because it's so different to my short game that I've been doing for the past 2 years. Now, my short game that I've been doing, it's not the worst. It works. It works. But there's a better way and an easier way and a more accurate way of doing it. So the reason why my short game was bad today was because I was doing the wrong releases, shall we say, because Dan Greaves teaches you like 3 releases.
Yeah,
that's his like motto basically. His book is called 3 releases. So I was doing like the wrong release at the wrong time, shall we say, and I was not committing. I was just, I don't know, I was thinking of a million things at the same time. So that's why. So it just takes time to kind of get into grips with it, and once it clicks. It's in my head forever. That's it. I just need to practice, and I just need to let it click. But yeah, my irons were terrible today. My putting was actually not bad. It wasn't the worst it's ever been. But I don't know, man. It's just I'm literally having a nightmare, and it's a shame because we're going to all these nice golf clubs to enjoy playing golf, and you're shooting a million, and you're like I wouldn't mind as much if a year ago, but or even if I didn't play as good over the winter, I wouldn't care if I shot 100. I'd be like, it's okay, like, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. But after this winter, and I was like, dude, like I was shooting mid-80s every round. I was like 85, 87, 89, 84, 85. Dude, I was like, what? I was like, I can't wait for the summer. I can't wait for it to get better. I'm going to be, mate, I'm going down to a 10. I'm going to win Chenji's bet. And now for the past 4 weeks, I'm like, oh, mate, I'm going 10 steps back. So I need to reevaluate, reassess, reassemble, I don't know, just all the re's, kind of get my head screwed on. And I don't know.
Speaking of Chenji's bet, I mean, I think the season has officially started, hasn't it? So we need to put our cards down, don't we?
Okay, so how does this work, right? Is it one a month minimum?
Minimum, twice a month.
Twice a month, right? See, with me, it's not going to be a problem. Well, same with you actually, because if we're playing in a comp, that card automatically goes through. So even if you have a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on playing a comp once a week on a Saturday morning, and I'm still actually waiting to hear back from Mikulova. So anybody from Mikulova listening, please get back to me about being a member. I've called 5 times. The secretary is telling me that it's going to get sorted. It's been like 6-7 weeks now, guys. Like I've got Saturdays off just to play golf, and I'm not playing golf. I'm not happy. If you don't want me, it's no problem.
Biggest frustration.
Honestly, I'm just like, dude, I live 2 minutes away, and I'm sat on Saturday. I'm sitting at home, like with my legs crossed. Like, what do I do now? Like, I want to go and play at your comps. Let me play. I want to pay you, and I want to play at your golf course. Let me play. How difficult is it?
Take my money.
Yeah, like literally take my money. How difficult is it? Yeah. So I said to Stel, if I don't hear back from them by end of this week, I'm joining a different club. I don't care. I'm gonna join Ashbourne.
Fair.
So that's my. I might call him tomorrow and be like, listen, I don't want to say the guy's secretary. The secretary. If you don't let me know by the end of the week, I'm done. I can't be asked to wait for you because I'm just wasting Saturdays away. So yeah, so Saturdays at comps, whether I play good or bad, those cards are going to be down on my handicap. So it's going to be interesting. I genuinely, I will put my hand on my heart right now, and I will tell you, Chenji, I am not reaching 10 handicap by the end of the year.
Dude, you never know. You never know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. After the way I've been playing the past 4 weeks, I'll be happy.
I'll tell you what,
I'll be happy if I keep it at 16.
like I'll tell you what, I've not been happy about my game either, right? You know, it's my driving has been horrible. I don't know why. I just can't drive it far.
Okay.
Like I don't know why. Literally, it's just I feel like I'm blaming it on my driver, but I need to really blame it on myself. You know, I normally, you know, like in the past 2 seasons, I've been hitting it, you know, at least 270-yard carry. Well, granted in the summertime, and it's not really summer yet, but these days my carry has been averaging like 230 yards, which is like, what is happening? Like,
I wish my problem was distance.
Anyway,
is it going straight?
But still, it's not going straight at all.
That's the problem.
Something is wrong.
The distance I'm
exactly.
not bothered about.
It is slicing. So I'm not really trusting my driver.
Okay.
You know, my iron play is horrific. You know, I don't know why. I've been looking at some videos of myself. I'm just like, again, it's just not consistent. I'm pulling these shots left and left and left. But what I'm really, really happy about is my short game. I somehow cracked it. I've gotten through the confidence issue.
Yeah.
Right, about not committing to my short swing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so easy to not commit on short swings.
Absolutely. So, you know, I'm like, basically, if we're talking about, you know, 50 yards, you know, within the green, right? I'm always, or 90% of the time, I'm basically chipping into within 10 foot for a 2-putt.
Perfect. That's all you need. That's perfect. Yeah,
but it's all the other aspect of my game that's completely ruining it, which is like, it's not great.
It's like you fix one thing and the other 3 things break, and then you fix another thing and then the other 2 things break, and you're like, I just want like
exactly.
It's amazing how we can stand behind a ball, and this is not just me or you. This is every golfer out there. You know you have the shots in your bag. You know you do. If you want to, like, okay, maybe not like a high draw or a low fade, but you know you can hit a straight shot. You know if you want to fade it, you could, or if you could draw it, you could. Or you know exactly what, okay, I need to flop this. I need to open the club face a little bit. I need to get under the ball. Or, you know, I need to close the club face and like stab at it. You know exactly what you need to do. It's just executing it is obviously the difficult part. And committing again is so much more difficult. But this is me going back to, like, we play in half decent courses. Like, they're not terrible. They're not municipal courses, like Mickleover and Kibworth. They're like members courses. They're not top end, but they're perfectly fine to play with. The greens are perfect, right? But there's just like the conditions are so bad in the sense of you could be like in the middle of the fairway and there's like no grass. Like there's like strands of grass, but it's not sitting on grass, it's sitting on mud. And I'm like, okay, so it's not like I can't get under the ball. I need to like, I don't know. It's just so weird, man. Like I'm constantly looking at the line. I'm like, dude, man, like why can't I get a half decent lie in England? Like it's not sitting on grass. Or it's plugging in and then it's like landing next. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, why is it so difficult? But again, it's one of the questions I'm going to ask JCB when I get there. Like, why is it so difficult to have nice grass in England? Surely we can do this. We should start
if you have enough money, you can do a lot of things.
I know, man, but it's like you're a golf course. Your main thing is to grow grass. I might be ignorant. I could be ignorant, and I know there's some boys at JCB that listen to the podcast. Shout out to you guys. Just like DM me, let me know. Like, how difficult is it? I understand the money is a thing, but the whole purpose of our membership fees is to grow, to help have good conditions for us to play in. We want good fairways, half decent rough, and a good greens. Like, I don't even care how much sand is in the bunker. You know, just it's I don't know, man. Like, how difficult is it? But again, like you said, it might be a lot more difficult than we think it is. But yeah. Anything else? Live Golf. Oh my god. Did you watch any Live Golf?
I didn't watch any Live Golf, but I watched a lot of the highlights.
Dude,
like,
yeah, same.
On YouTube, right?
Dude.
Like, you know, in Australia. So, looked fun.
Listen, mate. They smashed it. They genuinely smashed it. Having like a par 3 hole like they did, like it's basically a complete replica of the Phoenix. Is it Phoenix Open? Waste Management.
Yeah. Waste Management. Yeah, Phoenix Open. Yeah,
dude, they couldn't have placed it in a better place than Australia. They smashed it. Yeah. I was looking at highlights, and while people were like teeing off, there's music playing. there's a DJ just playing music. Everybody's getting drunk, having the best time. You see Bryson like having a shoey, which I would love to do, by the way. I would love to do a shoey in Australia.
Oh
my god. or
man.
you know, you see such everybody's having a good time. The players look happy. There was like a rave. Ian Porter was on stage, like having a good time, and I'm like, they've smashed it. But again,
and
it's the crowd.
with the sherry on top as well. You know, that hole in one by Brooks' brother.
Dude, they managed, and not only did they set up that incredible par 3, but they managed to get a hole in one in it. So obviously, you know, beers were thrown everywhere. It was.
I mean, you look at the green. Did you see the camera zoom in and like literally it was just completely filled with beer being thrown in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. But they did the right thing, man. Like they actually smashed it. Fair play to them. I'm not gonna lie. It genuinely looks like fun. Whether it's gonna be as fun when they come to Centurion, I don't know. But I feel I don't know, man. I feel like Australia was a very good place to test this, and they smashed it, man. Like fair play to them.
Speaking of Centurion, made a friend who was a Centurion full member past week, so we're going to live, boy. We're going to live in July.
That's great news.
You'll sort us out for tickets and all that.
Amazing.
So.
That's good. Great news. Make more friends, Chenji, please.
And we'll get to play that obviously anytime.
Oh yeah. That's a given. That's a given anyway.
Brilliant,
dude.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but fair play. I'm looking forward to going to Centurion to watch live golf, just to kind of see what the vibe is like. I bet it's going to be very relaxed, and I bet it's going to be chilled. But we're going to be there, not just us, but most of the people are going to be there to first have a good time and drink and eat. Drink. Forget the eating. And there's going to be like golf in the background.
But you know what they're talking about in Centurion Club, yeah? Because obviously, you know, Live is sponsored by Saudi Arabia. And then, you know, they've been hosting the Aramco events, right? The Ladies Aramco series, which is also obviously sponsored by Saudi Arabia, Saudi Aramco. And there's rumors that Saudi Arabia will basically buy the golf course.
Centurion?
Yeah, Centurion.
What benefit? What? No way.
Yeah,
That's
so they might end up selling the golf course to the Saudis. Because if you think about it, it kind of makes sense because, you know, it's hosting all these Saudi events. It's in some prime, you know, London, Greater London real estate. It's got this like, you know, good little sort of aura behind it. Their members' fees have really like this. The joining fee has dramatically increased over the years. I told you, right? So when I've last applied last year, like looked into the membership options, a personal member's joining fee was like, you know, we're talking about £11,000. Right, I think this year it's like £14,000. So like, mate, that's huge.
It's not worth 14,000. I'm sorry, you know, mate, it's not worth 14,000.
I know. That's just the joining fee, and you know, like basically, apparently, about sort of, you know, about 10 years ago, like 8 years ago, it was only £4,000. Right, so every year it's been, you know, increasing by so much. And at what point is it too much? But also, what you know. So, you know, with the Centurion and such as, you know, with other clubs like, you know, Wentworth, they have a debenture system, right? So basically you buy into a share of the golf club, right? And in return, basically, so instead of paying a joining fee, you buy a share of the golf club, which can cost anything like, you know, which these days cost you about 6 figures, basically, right? So 100,000, 120,000 pounds. Now, 10 years ago, it was only £20,000, but now they're going for about £120,000. So, like, if you did that, it's a good investment.
So, does that mean that if the Saudi Arabians buy the golf course, does that mean that all the members that have shares in the golf course will get like money?
Now, this is the very. I think this is where the sort of controversy comes in.
Okay.
Right. Because now the good thing would be like, okay, yeah, they just buy all the members out, right? And then everybody gets paid who own a part of the golf course. But I think in reality, what's going to happen is those shares aren't like, they're basically debentures. They're not really shares. They're just kind of like, you know, you're funding the club, right? All they'll just do is wipe off the debt, and now your £100,000 is worth nothing, which is almost what happened to Wentworth when they found the new buy, when they basically got bought over by a big, you know, Chinese investor, right? They just decided to all of a sudden raise those debentures to like, you know, 200,000, something stupid, silly, right? So I think there is definitely like, you know, some debates within the membership community about like, you know, what's going to happen if the Saudis take over, right? Hopefully, like, you know, they'll have some values from the membership. Hopefully they're not going to get kicked out or whatsoever. And hopefully they're not going to make it stupidly expensive or like exclusive. It's already very exclusive, fairly granted, but, you know, hopefully they're not making it such as, you know, JCB, where only very, very specific type of people like the friends of the Saudis, you know, and the corporates and whosoever can play. Not even like, you know, members who want to pay an exorbitant fee can and will be able to play. So, yeah, very possible.
That's mad. Like, I hope, I mean, obviously the people that are Centurion members obviously are very wealthy. Fair enough. You know, do what you want. I'm sure they're going to be fine. But if you have this idea of, oh, I'm buying into the club with my fee or whatever, and then you end up not, and you're not getting nothing, I'm sure they'll figure it out, man. There's no way they're going to lose out on money or lose out on, you know, what they thought they had, but they don't. I don't know. But only time would tell.
But yeah, there we go. You know, some of these little top 1%ers things, you know, to worry about, right?
I wish I had these problems, Chenji. I genuinely do. But yeah, it's, yeah, man, 11 grand for sign-on fees. It's madness. It's absolutely mad. For one course as well. It's not even
15 grand now apparently.
Yeah,
so.
it's just too much.
What's gonna hopefully happen is, Theo, right? You know, we're gonna get us a tea time, just based like a month before they set up for the live, right? So about June. So we're gonna go play, right, when they were in proper amazing conditions.
Yeah. That's a very good idea, Chenji. So you know how your friend is like a full member.
Mm-hmm.
So Jin is not a full member.
No.
Okay, so does this mean that when we go to play with your friend, that our fee is going to be less than when we played last time, or will it be the same?
I think so. Yes, I think so. It might be the same, but it's only going to be less, not higher. So.
Okay, fair enough. I'm excited. It's a very good course. It's a very nice course. Not 15 grand worth, of course. As in, no, it's a course that's good, but I would never ever in a million years pay 15 grand joining fee to be a member of that course. I understand it's prestigious and I understand all that, but it's literally one course. Now, if I had the money, you know exactly where I'm going, Chenji. Yeah, I've said this before.
They are. Oh, of course, yeah, JCB.
No, I would go to Woburn. I wouldn't go to JCB.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah,
I would.
But Woburn, I think the annual fees are like 7,000, 8,000, but there's like a 5-year waiting list.
We'll figure that out. Don't worry. Me and Dan Greaves are like this.
We're best buddies now.
We're best buddies now. We talk on Instagram every day.
But also like with Centurion, they're extending it another 9 holes. You know, like on the 5th where it opens up into like a par 5 and goes from kind of Parkland into like.
Well, the first 4 holes are probably the best golf holes on the course.
They're so seriously, they're so good, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then basically, like they own the piece of land, on the right side, and they're turning that into another extra 9 holes, basically. So it's going to be a 27 hole course.
Okay. Or just go to Forest Pines.
Exactly. Theo is not impressed. Is not impressed about Centurion. We love it.
Listen,
anyway,
I enjoy it. It's just I think it's a bit much. It's a bit over the top. Don't get me wrong, it was a nice course, but come on, man. But yeah. Anyway, on that note, that's all I have. That's all I have. I'm going to have a shower because I stink after playing paddle and golf all day. But yeah, dude.
Sounds like a good day, man. And also, we need to spend a good day in Moore Park because there's like a bunch of tennis courts, right?
I think we need to spend 2 days at Moore Park. We need to figure out a bank holiday weekend in the next 2-3 weeks. I don't know what your plans are. I know you're like traveling the world soon. Well, you know what I mean, like,
dude.
We need to.
No, dude. We'll get it sorted, man. We'll just spend a whole long weekend there and just literally all we do is hang out in the Buddy Cup in the golf course.
So what we'll do then? I might be able to get like a whole day Saturday off, and then I'll come down Saturday, play Sunday, and then just chill on Monday and come back. Bit like a Craig David song. But anyway, on that note, guys, please like and subscribe. Please share. Thank you very much for listening all the way through to the podcast. If you have been listening all the way through to the podcast, and we will catch you next week. Bye.